First, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
And I asked for so little in return, right? I asked for so little in return for giving you the secrets of the freaking universe, which I'm going to deliver you to you tonight. Tonight for me, this afternoon for you. Is it night? Still daytime out. Summer's here, I guess. Time for dancing in the streets. I don't know. It still feels a bit cold out. Although, I have to tell you, taking the dog for a walk today, and I felt a warm breeze. Now, it wasn't a dog farting on me. No. It was, I think it's a sharav. We call this a sharav in Israel. That's a large sandstorm. And they take some time to come in, but I think that's blowing in. Because the weather's supposed to get very hot by the end of the week. It's been freaking freezing. It's been unseasonably cold. Oh, look, I'm wearing my little sweater. Aye. So, I think I felt that blowing in. Anyway. I digress. How is everybody? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Yes, I will be giving you the secrets of the freaking universe. I think I might do. You know what? You've been a good audience. I think you deserve it, right? I think you all deserve it. There's a lot I've worked out. I've worked out what NFTs are, right? I finally worked out. Oh, Lonnie's telling me to check my email. I will. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for nudging me as well. Honestly, and also, Dr. Alex, if you're listening, please nudge me too. Okay, but I'm really my attention is really taken by digital art now because I finally worked out what it was. So my cognitive block with what an NFT is we're trying to work out. I'm sure, like many of you, why do they have any intrinsic worth? I mean, really, that's it. Why does something non-tangible have worth, right? Have worth. So, I mean, the ultimate goal is so people can live more and more in a metaverse. You know, have you ever seen the movie Ready Player One, which I didn't really think was very good. I have to tell you, not one of Spielberg's best. I really think that's what the intention is. We're going to live in pods, and we're going to be hooking into this VR landscape all the time, basically just to stay sane, right? I really think that's the end game, right? That's where they want us to get to, which would make sense. I mean, that would be okay. There's two things that could explain what's going on right now geopolitically. One, they're bumbling morons who nobody can do anything right? With nuclear weapons. Right. There's that, or there's a Machiavellian plan to turn us into possessionless slaves, right? So one of the two. I don't know which is more scary, quite frankly. I mean, I kind of like the idea there's somebody thinking in charge, even if it's somebody trying to destroy me. At least somebody's thinking, right? I don't know. But the other option, which I think might be true, is they're all just bumbling morons, right? They're all just bumbling morons. Anyway, I digress. So I don't know if this NFT thing's going to last, but I finally got it, right? I finally got it. So this is what it is. It's for me to work it out, I had to work out what would be digital art that would be have any worth to me or you or anyone, right? I mean, I use me as a test case. So basically, I took the idea of a trading card, right? A trading card size, and I imagine that on one's phone, right? So essentially, because here's the thing that bothers me about NFTs in general. I don't like them when they don't take advantage of the digital format, right? If it's an image and I'm paying for it, why not give me the physical? Right, I don't understand. Like, I don't why. It seems to be no point to it. So I finally kind of got it, and try and view it as a more as a portal rather than a two-dimensional screen, which has some capability in it. So for example. Here, I'll give you an example. So here's the first test I did, right? Is this a video file, you think? It was, oh man, where's all my shortcuts gone? I can't, my Mac is doing this more. Oh, I have favorites. There you go. One sec. If I do this, they should all pop up. That's locations. Yeah, no. There you go. That's it. It's, now what is this I do it as a GIF, so it's like an infinite GIF. But, no. Okay, I can't even do it. I'm not even sure if this is the right version. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Hang on. We'll give this a try. Doesn't have a video track, but I don't care. It's fine. I don't need to have a video track. Oh, it doesn't have a video track? I thought it didn't have an audio track. No, it has a video track. I was there. Hang on. I'll work this out. We have to go over here. We go doink. Right. We go in this folder, right? And we go, no, I'm in the wrong one. I'll try that again. Okay, I got a bunch. Let's try this one. So I move this one over. Actually, if I move it over there, I should be able to. Actually, I could have moved over, open it from the other place. Never mind. Here we go. Let's see if that works. Is this the one? Oh God, I'm boomering it. Okay. I think this is it. Oh, I think this is a low quality version. I'm not happy. It's not doing it. Yeah, okay, fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play it in a browser. That's what I'll play the GIF in a browser. Okay? I've worked this out. I mean, there's got to be something that plays a GIF, right? It's not. This can't be that complicated. Now I've got to find it. Okay, now I found it. Open with Safari. Let's see what Safari does with it. It's got it static. Oh, it's a bit slow. It's a bit slow in Safari, but it's kind of cool. You get the idea. Where is it? This looks like it. That's the one. So I'm not even sure how it's going to come out in the. Oh yeah, it's working, right? It moves a bit. It's smoother in real life. So basically, what this is, this guy, I thought, you know what's fun? A dancing Hasidic guy. That's always fun. So there's a sect of there's a Hasidic sect called the Breslovers, right? Who follow Rabbi Nachum of Breslov. And they are just into partying, right? They are just into simcha. They are the crazy party people of the Jewish world, right? So this card kind of like gives me that feeling of it. And I like it's got that 3-dimensional thing in it. So the hero on it says this is their slogan. It's really weird. They go Nachum Nachman Meuman. Okay. If you do it more regularly, you know to Nachman Meuman. So please be nice in the name of Nachman Meuman, and they dance, and it's all they're big into they're very huggy, right? So this is so creating this. I understood what digital art was for me anyway. Like, imagine if you had this on like a trading card with that kind of capability on the phone. So this is what I would like to do. So anyway, NFTs. What is an NFT, right? Why does an artist create art? I mean, what's the primary reason? I mean, the practical reason an artist creates art, right? It's money. Okay? It's a job. Money, right? It's yes, you have a drive to do it and all that stuff. You've got to be genuine. But the reason that you get off your ass and do something is because of money, because you need to live, right? Most people, money, right? And so you have to find a way of making people pay you to do art, right? That's the job of an artist, not doing the art. Doing the art's the easy bit, right? Boom, we'll knock that out, 10 a penny. It's the getting people to pay you to do it. That's the much trickier part of it, right? Much trickier part of it. So anyway, so NFTs is a way of getting people to pay you to do digital art, right? I'm really kind of into doing this digital art, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it though. It's kind of cool. But I like to. Okay, there's a couple. I have two ideas. I'm batting around, right? I'm not even sure what I'm going to do as NFTs. I might just give them to people on my paid Substack as a gift, because I think they're really cool, right? Now I get what they are. I think they're really cool. Okay, so if I was going to draw a trading card of my favorite moment in Doctor Who, right, or one of my favorite moments, it has to be a series, obviously, right? So, first card I would do is the Genesis of the Daleks. Have I the right speech? Like, that moment, right? And I wouldn't do it as a direct drawing of that, but I'll do it as my impersonation of it, my interpretation of it, my feeling of it. So it will be like, in the foreground, you have the hands holding up the wires, right? They'll be holding them up, and then huge. You see Tom Baker's eyes filling the frame in the background with it's curls of hair, and then at the top of the bottom, at the top is a black bar. It says, this will be a drawing of it. Have I got, and at the bottom of the black bar says the right. So that's how I would do it as a trading card, right? I'll do it in color probably. That's it. But as a digital trading card, something like this is what I'll do. And again, imagine it formatted for your phone. I'm not sure. I think I'll probably do it. Everything will be like this way, right? Everything will be rectangle, like portrait. And I will have, first thing, it will start off, you'll see the wires, the hands of the wires, in perfect, crisp focus. And the background's very out of it. You can't see what it is, right? Because you just focus on the wires. Then the focus will change. And you see Tom Baker's eyes. And then you see, have I got the right? And you get that like, whoa. You know that moment in Jaws where Roy Schneider like sees a shark eating something on the beach, and it's like that incredible camera shot. You get that kind of feeling with it, which was my kind of feeling when I experience it, right? So that I think is art, right? And I think it's digital art. Will somebody pay for it? That's the question. So I don't know. I mean, like, it took me a long time to get my head around it, so my answer is probably no, right? Because it's it's a new concept, right? It's a new concept. I'm normally quite good at new concepts. I like new concepts. Well, this one took me a long time to do, right? But for example, hey, I'll look at it. I'd love to do a version of this Dr. Alex season 14 cover. Sorry, season 13. It says season 14 because I have to get to work on it. Excuse me as I gag to death here. Right, but wouldn't this be cool with in like a 3-dimensional thing with the cogs moving? That would just be awesome, right? That would just be freaking awesome, right? And I would love that as a guy. I think I would like that. I don't know. So, but I don't know. I might do them. Only joking, darling. That's what I said. Someone bounced me on the back hard. It's okay. Fortunately, I stopped swallowing my tongue. Everything's groovy, baby. But I could do a bunch of those things, and my impressions of things. Like different moments in Doctor Who, different moments in genre, and I think they'll be kind of cool. I would really like to do them. So that's really what my brain's been tickling with right now. Because you can do different things. You can have different fields of vision. You can have limited motion. I don't think you have too much motion, but it's interesting because you're developing an entirely new medium. Right, so that's really exciting to me, like art that you experience on a screen. All right, it's weird, right? It's weird, and I think it's interesting. I think it's again, I think it's a bit too avant-garde and out there, really, for it to take off. But who knows? I don't know. I might spend $100 to make some, right? So I'm doing those ones, right? But here's the ones I think I can sell. Judaica. There's a thing called a chumsa. A chumsa. Okay, anything in Judaism has a ch in it. If it's real authentic Jew. If you go, you got a bit of a ch in it going in it. Fine. A chumsa. It's like a hand. Yeah, fine. I'll Google it for you. Hamster. So okay, there we go. Plenty of images coming up. Wrong thing. Add to screen. Hamster. There you go. So this is like Persian. It's Sephardi thing. It's like Eastern thing. Jewish thing. It's called hamster. It's very Kabbalistic and weird. But I could do like something like this, like in full color, but the eye would be real and blinking, right? And like some kind of motion background. However, you know what I really could do, right? This blows my mind. There's a rabbi I know, and plus I know some myself of ancient amulets. Now, amulets is an actual thing, right? In Judaism, like somebody would write a scroll for you for against you experiencing the evil eye, for example, right? They would be effective in breaking the evil eye, right? And apparently 98% of people who die is because of the evil eye. Like 90, it's like a lot of people. It's not it's not a toothless killer, the evil eye. Okay, but there's things like that, and the things you can do to improve your financial situation, your love life, your health, and these things actually do have some kind of recorded effect. Like, so I know a couple. That's like dependent on some specific prayers that I know actually work if you do them, right? It's really creepy, but it does. Like this one that works. I would say 8 times out of 10 for me. 8 times out of 10, maybe even 9. It's getting actually better, right? Maybe I just choose my moments better. I don't know. But it's from understanding how reality works. Again, this is the Kabbalistic view of reality. Whatever you believe is cool, baby. But the Kabbalistic view of it is this. The Vulcan symbol came something similar than that. I'll tell you that in a second. Creation. Creation is the first part of creation happens outside of the physical world. You create something in your head. Which you have complete control over, right? You have complete control over the non-tangible creation, right? But you have zero control of it becoming tangible, right? That's completely in the hands of God. God has complete control of the external world, right? You may feel that you have the self-determination to move and whatever. We believe that's really God doing that for you, right? It's like actualizing that will. That's our basic worldview. But first creation, let's say, so it is completely in your hands. Second creation, completely in the hands of God. Again, you got it. There's the only way this works is you got to believe in God, right? If you believe in God, 8 times out of 10, right? 8 times out of 10. Now you might want to say, is your belief somehow psychically influencing events? Maybe. It might be me just interpreting on it. Maybe. Yeah, listen, I'm 100%. There's no way of really proving it without doing a scientific study. But 8 times out of 10, mate. So you go, the prayer is, I choose to create the reality. Or whatever it is you want. Let's say you want the seat next to you on the plane empty. I choose to create reality that the seat next to me on the plane will remain empty, and you picture it in your head and you visualize it and you make it real. Right? And then you say, I have no control of this reality coming true or not. This is completely in the hands of God, right? And you completely believe it, put your complete belief into it. And then you say, here's the kicker. Everything God does is good. Because sometimes God will give you something that you don't want, which is pretty good for you. So I know that I could say, look, I'm not going to say it yet. Results may vary, mate. But 8 times out of 10, you're onto a winner with that. And you should try it out. And listen, if you're an atheist or agnostic, you will say, if there's a God, right? You can say if. But listen, God often dicks with you when you do that. And I'm just telling you how it is, mate. Don't tempt fate. Let's get, where's the images? Where we go? Oh, there we go. Oh, boy. Just saw a big Jody jump in my face. Darling, calm it down, honey. Here, we'll look at this first. Why not? Yeah, no reason that you shouldn't suffer too. We have a lot to talk about. Man, we do have a lot to talk about. Let's go over here. Is it that? Yeah, that's the one. New Doctor Who magazine coming out. They go full Jodie, baby. They're going full Jodie. 52-page supplement. Really? Is that Doctor Who Discovers Pirates is a 52-page supplement? That's weird. I mean, this does seem a bit... I don't know, juvenile. I would hate to say. But, okay, listen, there's a lot of material in there for me. Chris Chibnall's being interviewed. Oh, my God. I got to hear Chris Chibnall speak whenever you do. As does Crystal Yu and Marlo Chan-Reeves, Arthur Lee. Mostly I want to hear Ella Rowe and Haiola Wang. Haiola Wang says, I don't know who man is. He came, he say he won't give me job. I do job. Doctor Who, I don't know. I just, it don't make sense. The lady shout a lot. I don't know. I don't think that really happened. Yeah, I'm not sure that's entirely accurate. So anyway, you've got Doctor Who magazine coming up. Let's have a look. Let me see what's coming up on Meet Me channel. All right. This, if you didn't catch it on Sunday, is from the Sunday show. Dr. Nether, a deep dive into the Dark Dimension, the 30th anniversary of Doctor Who that never was. I quite liked it. The audio version, they did much better than the actual one. Just finished listening to this. Not bad little story. Ravencliff Witch. I'm going to finish listening to the extras before I record my review. It's a little bit, what's the word I'm going to say? Pedestrian. Like, the stakes are a little bit, I mean, it's not really, but it's still a little bit pedestrian compared to the Blood of the Time Lords, which was very like, it was like, I don't know. I think the only way you could really follow Deadly Assassin is something like Face of Evil, which is pure class, right? Face of Evil is pure class. And this isn't bad, but it's not pure class, right? It's not a bad little story, right? But it's not like, wow, Chris Boucher knocking one out the park, right? And that's not an insult against this, right? But it's just not, right? So it's okay. It kind of feels like a leftover Barry Letts script that Robert Holmes rewrote, right? Added like more scares. It's a seemingly horror story that turns out to be a science fiction story with time travel, but not with Daleks this time. Not with Daleks, which makes it less fun, I guess. By the way, special edition of Day of the Daleks, way better. You heard it here first, folks. It's way better, right? And speaking of way better, Raise My Walls review. I think I'm putting that out tomorrow. Awesome! Freaking awesome beyond awesome. This also comes from it's a 10-minute review. Avoid this like the bloody plague. This is shit beyond shit. Oh my God. This is not like I would rather get a finger in my ass before watching this. That's Jodie Who, right? But it's very not a good use of your time, right? Also this week we're going to have the Doctor Who magazine coming out. Here's the alternate cover. So here's what they did wrong because they made the Sea Devils shorter for Jodie. The head's too big now, right? It used to be the head was here. The person's head was here. And the whole thing was bloody taller. They gave that cool neck, right? That huge neck. That's basically what the guy's face was. This is not as good, right? This is not as good. Somebody pointed out they wear... not this one, but the other one wear a pink sports bra now. I'm like, well, I guess so. I mean, yeah. Listen, it's a bit of a shame, really, because the originals are like really way better. Here, look, I'll show you compared to Pertwee. See, Pertwee. This is a famous picture. It's going to come out blurry, but it doesn't really matter. Get away! See, Pertwee didn't mind having a monster a head taller than him, right? Or being towering over him because, he was not a pussy. I want to tell you! Whereas, Jodie can't do that. But you see, look, the head's over, the actor's head is here, right? And so it gives that cool neck. I like that cool neck. That's part of the, the Sea Devil. Like, this is just, It looks a bit like, oh, I've seen it before. Not done that well by like Jim Henson, right? And that's basically what this strikes me as. We will be reviewing the magazine, though. I'm going to be reviewing the shit out of this thing. Oh, man. Oh, so much content's coming out of this thing. Yeah. And of course, now we have tonight's show. We got to get to Matt Smith and Karen Gillan. Yeah. Whoa, we got news about both of them. They both seem very open to the idea, let's say, which means Russell could get them. Okay? If Russell wants them, Russell can get them. That's basically what's going on here. And Karen Gillan, wouldn't it, Marla? Because she's like, what, 15 years older now? Like, she's so much more mature of an actress now. She was pretty good then. I do like, I'm really happy that her career's gone well, right? She really deserves it, right? And I can say that not out because I'm not being I'm not just rooting for her because I have deep lust for her. Because amazingly, she doesn't turn me on, not at all. I would rather go with River Song, quite frankly. I know. It depends on the uniforms. I did like the policewoman uniform doesn't really do it for me. Maybe schoolgirl, we can talk. I mean, I know you're tall anyway, but yeah, okay, we'll do the heels. It's okay. I don't mind. And we'll talk about. But honestly, I'm fine. Yeah, anyway, I'm fine. But yes, they both might be coming back. But of course, we got to talk about the Oscars. Hollywood goes slap happy, greatest Oscars ever. I mean, it's the end of days, isn't it? It's the end of days for that civilization. It's the end of days, mate. This is one of those like, what was it? Do you remember at the end of the last of the Planet Apes, the original Planet Apes, the Conquest of the Planet Apes, when Caesar found out the gorilla killed his son, and then all the apes were going, ape has killed ape. Ape has killed ape. And he ended up killing his son, but then the ape, the gorilla, but then he made this very like conciliatory speech, and then they had a better future where humans and ape kind live together in peace and harmony. It was a really quite nice coda, right? I do like. One of the things I would really like, by the way, stupid bits of kitsch I would like is a Planet Apes lawgiver statue. That would be so awesome. Anyway, it's the end of days, all right? Ape is called ape. It's the end of days. And of course we got to do the Picard recap and review. God help us. I got to catch up, okay? I want it over with, okay? I got to catch up. And then what's name comes out tomorrow? Moonlight. Got to give that. Check that out. That's getting really good reviews, right? That's getting really great reviews. So I think that might be a good one, right? Okay, fine. Let me half hour and get it. Chancellor Goth is here. Hello, Chancellor Goth. Icky Thump. And we're hoping this will be right. Good laugh. Well, that is my intention, sir. That is my intention. Hit the like button, peeps. Logan 5. There is no sanctuary. Logan 5. There is no sanctuary. Hell to you, Logan 5. Darren M is here. The Solar Engines is here. How are you, sir? Lordy hell, I got to check my email. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Dr. Alex is here. Oh, I mentioned you already. What did I mention you? Oh, yeah. I said I wanted to do like a digital 3D art. I'm not going to. I don't bloody time. But I would like, one of the things I'd like to do. Oh, you know what I'll do with the Capaldi one? Okay. Here's a Capaldi bit digital art. Again, it'll be a pen and ink drawing. You know, I'll try and do it pretty accurate, right? Of Capaldi with I can't explain the expression. I just got to do the expression for you. And it'll be one of his part of his death speech, which was always try to be good, but never fail to be kind, right? And so I'd have him like standing with maybe the clocks going in the background. Oh man, that'd be awesome. Oh man, I do love a bit of Capaldi. But Big Finish has a new Capaldi release out. I'm not going to get it. It's not Capaldi. It's Dan Starkey. It's a book on tape. It's like 7 hours long. Man, that's a big investment, right? Here's the thing. I got their first one, which was very good. The Scourge of the Cybermen. It was very good because what's name read it? Brigadier. Not Nicholas Courtney. John Coltrane. Basically, Nicholas Courtney. Read it, and he's so good. He's so good. It's a performance that was a delight, right? Yeah, and then had Adric, Matthew Waldhouse read the one by him, and I was like, yeah, I'm not really into a 7 hour Matthew Waterhouse. And now this one's Dan Starkey, even though it's a Capaldi one in season 10, which I love season 10. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk myself into it now. I don't know. It's 7 hours long, though. I love the fact that Ready Player One, even though it got a lot of pop culture references, there was not a single nod to Doctor Who. I thought there was a TARDIS in there. Wasn't there TARDIS in there? I thought it was. I enjoyed Ready Player One. I'll say his final message was, say, switch off your devices from time to time. I agree with you completely. I think the book was probably much better than the movie. I didn't read the book. The guy who read the book I went to see and loved it. Oh my God, loved it beyond loved it. Dev 81 is here. That's a great little handy man. What was that Janet Street Porter thing? Dev 7? Oh, I can't remember. There was Network 7 and Def. I can't remember, man. These are not mutually exclusive. I don't know what they are. Hell slapping. Peter, so I thought slapping was somebody's name. PD Richards here. How you doing? Well, reminds me, it's very, very sad news. 1 second. Let me get the news correct because I want to say 1 second. Very, very sad news. Okay, fine. I want to make sure. Could you imagine if I got it wrong? Oh, that Alpha Omega has passed away from COVID about a month or so ago. It was very, very sad. So my condolences go out to his family and all those affected. Listen, it's sad. It's where we are. No death is when you experience any death, you realize that nobody is irreplaceable, right? That anybody gone is a hole, and it really is. It really is. So deepest condolences to everybody in the community who's missing the loss of our friend, and deepest condolences to his family. Right now, if Chris Rock can bounce back from getting bitch slapped and keep on doing the Oscars, which we're going to watch in a minute, I can bounce back from that. The slap was either fake or it was really, really weak. It was really, really weak. Okay, it was really, really weak. I think it was more Chris Rock was just like, what the fuck? What? We'll watch it, okay? We'll get to it. I have no idea what NFT is. It was a fake womanly slap. It was a fake womanly slap in Time Profits. I do agree with you. But it's Hollywood, man. It's Hollywood. These are bitches. They're all bitches, and it's like his career's on the downturn. He was Mr. All America. I mean, look, okay, no, I'm not talking about this yet. You're a naughty chat, distracting me. No. And it's so easy to do. I used to do that all the time. I used to have a Jewish law class with perhaps one of the greatest living Jewish legal minds, right? Really, really, really brilliant guy. And we would always get him off track. We would always say, I was asking questions like, okay, let's say a vampire wants to repent, right? What can he do? He has to eat blood, right? And so he's like, so because blood is not kosher. So he goes, you know what? Fish blood is how we came up with. But he would love those questions. That really got his head going. Replicator food would either have to be, would have to have some kind of a sign built into it that it's replicated, right? But then you can basically have anything. Then I can have bacon. Then I got black pudding, which I never had black pudding. NFT sounds like a trading cards to work out the gaming aspect. Yeah, that's certainly something they try to do with the Doctor Who gaming thing. But listen, it came in at the wrong time, unfortunately. And I'm not sure they utilize that digital aspect of it, right? Which is a real problem. It's a real problem. I think if you don't use that digital aspect, it's kind of pointless, right? It really is. Like these things, I would want them to be like somebody who put them as their again. You view them on your phone, right? Maybe I'll do some for a tablet. I'll do some for a desktop, right? Right, screensaver. Naughty Evan time. Well, that's a much better entity. I hate crypto. I want to hold silver and gold instead. Well, I think that's why there is a push for crypto, because they really want to create this metaverse, right? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I mean, I really think God's going to come and knock down that Tower of Babel, right? I think that's coming, baby. Oh, man, I don't know what's going to happen. But it's going to be funky. I mean, the function of the 10 plagues and the Exodus was to destroy the idea that God didn't exist, that we live in a rudderless, creatorless universe, right? And more than that, also it's a loving God too. That's the function of it, right? That was where. And it's supposed to be this time around supposed to be a bigger deal. That's what the holy books say. You know, it's supposed to be a bigger deal. I don't know, but that's what they're pushing for. They're pushing for the metaverse, man. Avoid the metaverse, right? Yeah, that's blows me away. The only thing you can use VR for is porn. Like literally, so annoying. Oh man, wouldn't you love a Doctor Who story in VR? Oh man, it'd be awesome. There's so much you can do with it. There's so much you can do. Oh no, let's find a new way of watching me suck a cock. Really? I mean, like all this technology. Ugh. Man. I often think if the internet becomes self-aware, right, and breaks off and because it just becomes so huge, and this leaves Earth in search of better places, it'll be a really disgusting person, because it's basically our internet, like full of like how really weird dark porn. It's I think 84% of it, yeah, and another 7% is hiring hitmen. NFTs sound like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh trading cards without the gameplay aspect. Well, no, this is just my envisioning of it. Right? There's many things you could do with it. This is what I would do with it. It's like buying a star, a plot, or moon. Or I got a Scottish lordship, mate. I got a Scottish lordship. Don't tell me it's a big card. I'm a lord, mate. My son bought it for me for Hanukkah. I love the Scottish lordship. Okay, I got my foot in Scotland. My foot is yeah. So don't mess with my my lordship. I'll have them. I'll have them come and slice your sporran baby, Sassenach. Well, we know how to deal with you, mate. I'll send Derek McManus round. I won't send him round, because you wake up with your testicles floating in a glass of water next to your bed. That's the kind of visit I reckon you get from Derek, right? It's like very precise. It's like you don't want to happen. Derek, how you doing, mate? So now I'm like 40 minutes behind, half an hour behind. I implore you to delve. Not delve in the hell that is cryptoness. I can't stand any of it, man. But if someone's going to pay me, oh, wait a minute. Okay. I'm giving you an insight into the Jewy mind, right? Wait a minute. There's money in it. Okay, let's add it up. Basically, here's the thing. If I can get 10 people to pay £25 a pop on my crap, which, again, for a piece of artwork seems reasonable to me, right? It's a cool piece of artwork, seems reasonable to me. Or maybe I'll do a pack of 4, right? For £25, you get like 4, all right? Something like that. Then I break even. Then it's worth my time, right? £250 for like a bit more than a day's work, a bit more than half a day's work. Seems reasonable. Yeah. I mean, otherwise, I could be doing other things, but yeah, for £250 for a day's work, that seems reasonable. But look, listen, that's my you have to charge what you think you're worth. So you got to think you're worth whatever. And I wish I could believe. If I could make myself believe I'm worth 500 for a day, 500 for half a day, or then I would make that. If it's all dependent on that, you believing what you're worth, right? It's incredible. Guys, I get my system. I tried to Eki Thump challenge, and now looked at the mirror with the lights on and said, Eki Thump 3 times over. And Jody went, well, don't do that, Solar Engines. Okay, don't do that. This is live. No, this is live, baby. This is live. This is actually happening. Crypto is where the blockchain monsters. Yeah, exactly. I just feel every say we got to go there. And I'm like, I don't know. Again, but I think the apocalypse is coming, so I think we're all going to be spared all of this, quite frankly. I really do. Having said that, I really enjoy making this type of artwork, right? I'll show it to you again. It was really fun, and the possibilities are fun, and the way you can use it to emote and express in a very fun way, right? Which I like that, right? Yeah, that's and it's new, right? I like new things. There we go. I'll show it again. Show it off, baby. There you go. I think it's fun. I like that. It looks good on the phone, right? And it moves better in real life. It's just chop here, but let's go. Nachman Oman. That's the catch line. Robert Payne is out. Robert Payne, how are you doing? Doing the Baptist wavy hand with 1 foot in the 1 foot on the ground at all times. Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, it's just a bit tech subverting. I guess so. Okay, what I missed? X-Man 577. Everything, man, everything. Rabbi's everything. Not safe for work. No, I don't want to do porn. I found a few really dirty photoshops of Karen Gillan wearing clothes though. I was like, oh, maybe I should use that. And I thought, no. Is he selling NFTs now? I might be. Listen, not to you. What I'm thinking of doing is like giving them to my paid Substack, not NFTs. I just give them the digital art. You can download the file and do what you want to. And then I might turn them into like unique NFTs, like change the colors or something and upload that NFT. But I like doing the artwork, so I want to basically a reason to do the artwork. It's kind of fun, right? Again, I really want to do the have I got the right one? That would be really fun. Rabbi sexting with NFTs. We obey no one. We obey surrender no one. We are the superior being. Exterminate. I'm almost ready to go watch Brie Larson vid. No, why would you do that? If Jodie did it, she'll say, "Yeah, am I doing it right?" No, somebody she said on Twitter she'll be as good as Tom Baker doing that, right? Is the rabbi playing on April Fool's joke? Oh no, I'm really into it. I just think it's fun. Not gonna lie, I find it strange they did not intend to make the Daleks look like how they did in the 60s. Genesis Daleks takes a long place before. It's a fair point. It's actually a fair point. They're called lenticular, but they're not that lenticular, right? And you can do a little bit more with it, right? They're not that. I just like this. Next thing will be Hunt the best NFT art gallery app. Is there? Man, everyone's really doesn't like this a lot. Wow. NFT and crypto is one step to a Cyberman hellscape. And I hear, yeah, okay. So I'm getting the feeling you are not the audience for this. You are not the audience who would pay for this. But I want to do. Maybe I just give them away then, right? But wow, okay. A hamster. Well, you know, it depends what you do with it, mate. Leave us a chin here. The chin is here, working from home, able to catch and arrive. Yes, I will find you and I will kill you. Wesley Curry 2. Know what bleed do not mix means? I don't know. Oh, know what blend do not mix means? I really don't, but okay. You also have Salvation NFTs. Somebody would buy. Well, that's the thing, right? I also like the magic charm stuff, right? It looks like the Illuminati. It basically is. Right. Now I should have checked the symbol. People really hate it. Okay, the Vulcan symbol, which is this. That comes from the priest during prayer. Priest during prayer in Israel, anyway. Outside of Israel, they only do it on the Jewish New Year, I think, or Day of Atonement. The priest bless the crowd, right? And so they put their taluses over their prayer shawls over their head, and they make the Vulcan symbol with their hands as they go, and it's that's where it comes from. Rock Rainbow Season 2 on Xbox One effects. The effects suck, but the season seems to go back on track. Crucified that one down at Marcus now. So I don't know. I did think it's really interesting. Like, I love what they do with theology with that show. I think it's really Morgan Freeman as a doctor. Morgan Freeman would be good as a doctor if he got killed off in the first 20 minutes and replaced by the new doctor. Lee Singer's here. How you doing? Is God the next doctor now? Well, if God is infinite, then everything is part of God. So you can't kinda. I guess you'd have to go with that. Got a dash. We'll catch up on replay. Catch you later, sir. He slaps like a girl. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. Okay, that's the first stop, right? We'll do the Oscars. Paul Townsend is here. Fun. I gotta be quick. I gotta go through this quicker. Mark the Vicar. Extra thumb pages to use a bond paper. Oh, I wonder. Can you print toilet paper? 1 second. Oh, we have an idea. We have an idea coming. Custom print toilet paper. Custom print toilet paper. Oh, if I can do Ecky Thump ones, they're going to be Ecky Thump. That's going to happen. Oh, wait. Okay, hold the front page. This is huge. Okay, wait. We're sharing this. This is too huge. There we go. Custom printed toilet paper. Okay, let's see how much it is. Yes. How much is this? Oh, I'm doing Ecky Thump. I'm so doing Ecky Thump. Just have a look, see how much it is. $15. I'm so doing this. Okay, from 50. Okay, so I guess you got to sell something. Oh, I got to do Ecky Thump. How much? So how much you get? You get 2 rolls. That's it. Really? Man, that's expensive. 2 rolls for $25 for a roll of Ecky Thump toilet paper. Oh, I'm kind of tempted. That would sell. I mean, like, I don't know. How much is it if you get a lot of them? If you get 20. Oh, so 20 is still 25, isn't it? Let me do the math. No. Okay, one second. You see my my math. We'll do 130. Let's say 130 divided into 20. $6.50. Yeah. But then I got to ship them out. That is still fun though. Anyway, that you could do such a thing is very exciting. Maybe we'll find print on demand, right? Print on demand toilet paper. That's what we're going to go for. What was it about making power? I missed it. I'm sorry. Mark the Vicar said hello to you. Leon says Josie's leaving will be the end of an era. Era. Tzvi Lebetkin, you need to work on your Welsh accent. What did I say in Welsh? I don't think I can do much in Welsh. I mean, unless I'm being Gareth Thomas, right? I thought if you had elevator, you didn't have stuff. Who knows the weird shit going down with them, right? Who knows how weird they are? Who's this? Who knows? They'll go away in a second. Okay, Mike Coombs is how you doing? JD will become the equivalent of the silence. Look away. That is so accurate. Man, that's so accurate. You are completely correct there, Mr. Coombs. I cannot disagree with you. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm now 20 minutes behind. I was half an hour behind. Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is here. Is Will Smith's religion cuckery? Yeah, that is weird. Like, nobody wants to share their wife. What? Like, that was like, no. Right. Okay, we're getting to it. Missy Pissy Game Forever. How you doing, sir? TARDIS time. I'll say hello to you, haven't you? But I'll say hello. If I haven't, I'll say hello again. Say hello to the time, brother. I know that. Man, here's what I learned tonight. Nobody likes NFTs. They all hate it. Wow. Kel Lynch is here. What else have we got? Estella Stillinger here. I am probably going to do the magic amulet ones. I can see people go for that. And, you know, why not? But those you can sell for like 500 ago. You know, like you go like, oh, I love black pudding, says Raymond Williams. You're right. A full English isn't complete without it. Dry blood, yum yum. It sounds really good. Okay, it sounds like a thing I would really like. Right? Unfortunately, not so much for me. Snakes in a TARDIS. Oh, that no. If you're going to do that, you should do what's the name? Nicolas Cage as the Doctor. That would be awesome. I want some Nicolas Cage. Yeah. And Steve Buscemi as a master. That being the case, right? Yeah. Oh man. Okay. I just cast it. Nicolas Cage as the Doctor and Steve Buscemi as the master. It's awesome. It's basically what was that movie they were in together? What's the name was in it? Dave Chappelle. Con Air. And he's like, yeah, Steve Buscemi had great lines like, I once drove across 2 states with a severed head as a hat, or something along those lines. COVID toilet paper. No, you know, I like doing the Ecky Thump toilet paper. Oh man, who wouldn't want Ecky Thump toilet paper? What's wrong with you? Yes, we'll be like, no, don't say that. We'll get in trouble. As for next Doctor, just go out and get Tom Ellis, the ex-lover for you. So, no, he seems a little bit too clean for me. Print on demand, weird shit going down, Rob. That is true. Doctor should be a character actor, not sex. And well, he can be both. I mean, you could say Matt Smith is very much better. But you can say both Matt Smith and David Tennant are both. I mean, you can say that about Capaldi as well. The ladies love Capaldi. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Whenever I say, oh well, you know, he was much less dishy than Matt Smith, you know, I get hit by a wall of ladies going, no. Capaldi's what you know, the more I won't say more mature, but you know, the more mature, I think is probably the right word. More mature, more discerning lady leans up against the washing machine on high spin and thinks so. Okay, not the Cybers, says DC. I don't know what that is. Okay, Kel Lynch is it? I said loads of Kel Lynch, I think. Okay, I think we're caught up. Oh, Epsilon is here, and he's sorry he's late. We've just started. Okay, honestly, I've just caught up. Okay, here's what we've done so far. I talked about NFTs. I got excited. People didn't like it. Oh my God, people didn't like it. Right? Then I went through the chat. I talked about God a bit as well. You know, the normal stuff, mate. The normal stuff. Fine. There we go. Camera going in, and where shall we start? Shall we start with Ricky Gervais, or shall we start with Will Smith? I think we got to start. Let's watch the clip, right? Because there's a lot more going on here than we knew beforehand. But actually, you know what? I don't know anything about this open marriage. Let's look this up. Will Smith open marriage. I never heard of this before. Okay. This is only from a few months ago. Will Smith admitted he and Jada Pinkett Smith have an open relationship and admitted she's never believed in conventional marriage. A year from that entanglement drama. I don't know. I don't follow their lives. Marriage for us can't be a prison. And I don't suggest our road for anybody. It's basically saying, don't do it. It's a nightmare. Will Smith opened up about his and Jada Tamusha's marriage ahead of the release of the upcoming self-titled memoir this November. The Hollywood couple were married in 1997, shared 2 children, Jaden 23 and Willow 20, made headlines last July after they addressed rumors of infidelity during their marriage on Jada's Candid Talk, Red Table Talk. Okay. Well, why would... Okay, what? Okay. Now, in an interview with GQ, their latest cover star, the 53-year-old actor, that's really Will Smith. He looks weird. Has addressed last year's discussion and offered further insight into their period of non-monogamy in his and Jada's marriage. In a surprising candid exchange, Will confirmed the interview that both he and Jada have, with mutual agreement, exchanged sexual relationships outside their marriage. No one's happy about that. He's dying on the inside. He's been told that's what he likes, and he hates it, because that's what any human being would be like. The author noted that those who watched the Red Table Talk might believe that Jada was the only one engaging the other sexual relationship before, adding, Will had definitely explained that was not the case. Yeah, but I think people are happy being monogamous. I hate to tell you the truth, they really are. I mean, look, they're happier not to feel the need to be extracurricular. I think people are happier to be monogamous. Really, I think men are, honestly. I don't know. And I'm like, look, that's me, who's generally speaking a very horny person. A lot. He even speaks of intimacy coach who helped him process his thoughts about having a harem of girlfriends, including fellow A-lister Misty Copeland and Hal Berry, despite being married. Okay, I don't know. He just doesn't look happy. Man, he doesn't look happy. Look, he was Mr. All-America, right? Mr. 4th of July. He used to open movies on the 4th of July because of him. I don't know where I saw it or some shit as a teenager, but the idea of traveling with 20 women that I loved and took care of all of that, it seemed a really great idea, well explained. And then after we play it out a little bit, I was like, that would be horrific. That would be horrific. Well, that's where you are now, mate. Okay, fine. Look, so that's a little bit of the backdrop. Let's watch what happened. Okay, that's what we're here. Saturday 24 is there. How you doing, sir? So it starts off. Okay, we have this. Here it goes. Okay, now everyone's smiling, everyone's laughing. It's all normal. Nothing to worry about. Everything's fine.
I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
He laughs, and she's like, not happy. Not happy at all. Yeah, that doesn't work out well, right? That doesn't work out well. He doesn't know he's supposed to not be happy about it. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know why his wife shouldn't be sleeping with other people, right? He's a bit confused.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Okay, so everybody thinks it's a bit at this point. I don't think it was a bit, because what happens next? When they muted the first, they muted the mics. Secondly, it's almost like later in the show, but not early enough that anybody would watch it. Like, what's going on? He thinks he's going to come and do a joke or something. Like, whoa! And he's like, what the fuck happened? What? And he's like, I gotta not hit him back on stage. I gotta hear his routine about this. Oh, thank you, Will. You've done us all proud, mate.
Wow.
Okay, could be a bit still. Could be that, as far as we know, could still be a bit.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
That's crazy. Okay. And right now, I mean, I remember when Tommy Cooper died, right? And he passed out on stage. I was watching him, and nobody realized it wasn't part of his act, right? And then you found out. But okay.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Whoa, right? And now he's upset. Man, this is not good.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Like, whoa! How do you bounce back from that? That is crazy. Like, I'm dealing with a crazy person this way. Because he's right. He clearly is dealing with a crazy person. I mean, like, he just wants to have a nice family life. That's okay. That's what he really wants. He wants to have a nice. He wants to like just go and have dinner with his wife. Right? He wants to hang out with his kids. He just wants a normal family life. And he's in this weird ass shit. And he's over telling him, oh, you got to be okay with it. And like, he's like, well, I get to sleep with people. And they're like, yeah, it's not what you want, especially at that age.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay. So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out for.
I mean, like, he's just like, what? Like that's just insane. And he's got a fair point. It is just insane, right? Now, apparently they made a joke about Will Smith earlier tonight. I don't have this clip of that. I just remembered, which probably rolled him up and kind of tacitly brought up the his wife sleeps with other people thing, right? That thing. But now let's look from this one. I think this is 2016 Oscars. This is interesting. Dick Sargent,
What happened? People went mad, you know?
Right. Well, you think they went mad then, mate? I've heard men say that they would do even more than that if they felt their wife, disrespect, humiliate. Well, I've certainly done more than that. I have done. That's quite understandable. But check this out. I mean, that's a pretty bad. Listen. The reason Trump ran for president and destroyed the political establishment and made them insane like they are now, right, totalitarianly insane, is because they took the piss out of him at the press dinner. The idea that Trump would run for president, that he would really. Well, who's laughing now? Anyway, so yeah, people don't like the piss being taken out of them, as I've also found out. Listen, he basically called him a bitch. I kind of get it now. Okay, so of course, the best pundit to talk about this at all, could only be the national treasure that is Ricky Gervais. Let's pull this up. Oh man, well, yeah. I mean, this is just fantastic. Okay, this is why we love Ricky Gervais. Where is it? Share screen. Here we go. Fine. So Ricky Gervais launches scathing attack on the Oscars, $140,000 nominee gift bag. I thought it was more like 200,000. I heard it was like 200,000. Right? That's crazy. So yeah, anybody who's nominated for anything, they get a gift bag that's worth $200,000. It's, I'm like, they should be embarrassed to take that, right? They should just be ashamed. Like, really? Man, they should be embarrassed. Which include a plot of land in Scotland after being asked what he would say if he hosted. Oh my God! Yeah. So let's see what he said. The comedian, he's 60, really, was asked what he would say if he was emceeing the 94th Academy Award after his unforgiving digs at his fellow stars at the Golden Globes in 2020. Yeah, man. So he wrote this. I'll start with, hello. I hope this show helps cheer up the ordinary people watching at home. If you're unemployed, for example, take some comfort in the fact that even if you had a job, your salary probably wouldn't be as much as the goodie bag all the actors have just been given. That's very true. Those nominated for their work took home a swag bag and felt even if they failed to pick up a award. Yeah, well, okay, fine. So has just been given. So he continued. I'm proud to announce that this is the most diverse and progressive Oscars ever. Looking out, I see people from all walks of life, every demographic and son, except poor people, obviously. Fuck them. Which is so true. Like, it's so true. Oh, yeah, we got to look at the cringe moments. I forgot about that. Those nominated. Anything else? When asked if he would tweet through the ceremony, Ricky's added, "I'll be asleep." Yes, and that's why we love you, Ricky. Okay, that's why we love you. Oh my God! Now, what was? We're just going to look at one of the hilarious bits that they did. If you did tune in, I'm like, who's watching this shit? I mean, honestly, who's watching these bits? Here we go. Where is it? Over here. Screen. That wrong one. Oh, bollocks. Now I've got to press this button. Okay. That's that. Now I've got to press this button. Video file. There we go. Also, now what did I call this file? I said, oh yes, Oscar imbeciles. That makes sense. We've got a couple of other fun things to look after this.
Great night.
Okay, this is firstly, Amy, shoving your tits up and pushing them together doesn't make you hot. Okay, you're not. Okay, it's just not going to work.
Tonight, and for you people in Florida, we're gonna have a gay night.
I don't understand how they're all so stupid, right? I really don't understand how they're all so stupid, right? If you know what they're talking about, there's a bill in Florida right now where basically prohibits teachers grooming children sexually, right? Like getting children okay with the idea of having sex with them, right? And that's basically what it is. You know, like this whole like, oh, let's investigate our sexuality at 4 years old. Not really necessary unless you want to stop the kid, right? So that's what it's about. So amongst the things you can't tell the kids, I mean, other than you can't tell a kid, oh, it's so great to suck a cock, right? So a boy or girl, apparently. So Foreign being is anything foreign being. Obviously, you support it. Okay, obviously you support it. I mean, the Florida bill, not the. So anyway, so they call it the "Don't Say Gay" bill, and they think they're defying anyone. They're morons. Well, here, listen. I mean, Denzel Washington, what's wrong with you? You just talked sense up until now. Get out of there. What are you with those Hollywood fanooks? You don't need them. I'll watch you in anything. Go to Daily Wire. You don't need these assholes. That's Steven Spielberg. Be ashamed. And then that's John Travolta, isn't it? Looking weird. Yeah, one second. Is that? Is that Kit Kat? Look at. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, that's John Travolta and Uma Thurman, I think. Man, they look weird. And it's so funny! I'm laughing. It's funny. Oh, we like to screw kids. You know, if I got an Oscar, right, I would go and say, listen, I understand. A lot of people in this room like to have sex with children. I understand that's a thing you're into, right? Most of us aren't, right? That's all that bill is about, to try and limit your ability to children. You pervert scum. Thank you for the Oscar. I'm going to smelt it over now with Sean Penn's. You know why? Because whogivesashit.com. Fortunately, the wonderful Ron DeSantis was on hand to reply. There we go.
Even people in Hollywood that are opposed, to providing protections for parents and enforcing parents' rights. You know, the one thing I'll say about that is, if the people who held up degenerates like Harvey Weinstein up as exemplars and as heroes and as all that, if the
which they did, which this entirety of the bullshit about the Me Too bullshit is about, right? Because they all did, and they're all part of it, and they're all complicit in it, and they all love Harvey Weinstein. Okay, they all did that. That happened. We remember. But Dick Sargent, I love your Twitter handle. It is the greatest Twitter handle of all time. Yeah, we love a bit of Ron DeSantis. Yeah. Remember how you all loved Harvey Weinstein, right? Do you remember how many things you have lied to us about? Right, Jesse Smollett, remember that? Do you remember Carl Rittenhouse? Remember Covington kids? Yeah, remember any of that?
Those are the types of people that are opposing us on parents' rights. I wear that like a badge of honor.
And he's absolutely right. Like, you know what? Let's just call it what it is. The people who are opposing this are perverts. And it's just the bottom line. And they're perverts who like being bloody perverts. And they don't like people telling them don't be perverts anymore. Right? That's basically what it is. And let's just see what it's like in San Francisco, where you don't have Florida's...
Sir, you need to leave our store.
Even though they're still fighting away with this. This guy is stark bollock naked in some swanky store. Sir. And he went in to get a fire extinguisher. Okay, that's fine.
You're not going to get famous doing this. You need to go. The exit is right there.
But he's wearing a mask, so it's all cool, right? So, okay, I want you to know, this hasn't got the strangest bitch. It's okay. We're still limbering up. Okay, we're still limbering up. You don't know where this is going unless you've seen this, of course. Okay, this is weird. I'm just going to stand here. I mean, like, where's the shoe?
Dude. Whoa.
Oh, whoa! What the hell? What?
Whoa!
Whoa! What are you doing, mate? Whoa. He's just naked. That's all.
Whoa!
I thought it was a security guard. I was like, no, he just lives. He just. I know. He must know this guy.
Oh my God! I have no idea. I don't know who he is. Oh my God! Yeah. Stay back.
Yeah, listen, somebody's making this. Stay back. My God, look at this. This is the world they made.
Stay back. San Francisco PD's on their way.
Oh yeah. So what are they going to do? Oh yeah. Say that no. We can't. Like really? Man, this is crazy.
Hey, let him go. Let him
go. Don't stop him. Hey, can I help you pack?
Lock the door. Aiden, lock the door. Dude, that guy knocked him in the back of the head with that on the bottom of the escalator.
That was crazy. Again, this is the world these Hollywood morals have made. Right? And then they look at the world, right? They look at this devastation, right? They look at it and they go, Orange Man, bad, right? And they're just, wrong with you? You morons, right? What is wrong with you? You absolute morons, right? I don't get it. Fortunately, there are people in the world who are still quite smart, right? Still quite smart. So the next item gives one a hope in the world. Let's have a watch of this.
Would you rather play Doctor Who again and team up with Karen Gillan again, or team up with Jared Leto again in a Morbius sequel?
Doctor Who. Doctor Who's the best.
I mean, he just answered it straight away. I'm like, he answered it too quickly. But you're right. I mean, listen. The great thing about amongst the great things about Matt Smith, right? But the great thing about Matt Smith is he knew what he was doing. He knew what he had. He knew what Doctor Who was, and he didn't know before, right? He really sat and worked it out. And boy, is he a great actor, right? He is just fantastic in the role, right? And I would love to see other writers write him. Although, I have to tell you, I like, I'm probably going to watch tonight. I got what's that? I still haven't seen Superman from last week, and I still haven't seen. There's this season finale of Snowpiercer, but I'm like, oh god. Although it's got Sean Bean in it and what's her name? Jennifer Connelly in it, right? It's got them both in it tonight, so I'm like, might as well. But I'm really in the mood of watching. What's that? That Matt Smith episode written by Toby Whithouse, God Complex, right? That's be a fun, because I like Matt Smith's Doctor, right? And I did think it. You know what I like about this Doctor? He sat and he thought about it. Oh. You can basically see everyone has done that other than Jodie Whittaker. Like, really? But he sat and he thought about it. I love that he came from 0 to 100, right? But yeah, Doctor Who. No question, Doctor Who's the best.
Doctor's the best part in the world, I mean, that's not to say I wouldn't love to be in a Morbius sequel with Jared, because I would.
Now, I hear Morbius sucks. I hear Morbius sucks hard. And is going to really, really do badly, unfortunately. So Matt Smith has just not got the acting roles. It's not got the Hollywood roles that there haven't been any good Hollywood roles, really. Like, I think he's done much better doing things like The Crown, right? I rushed to see him and things like that. But what else has he been in recently? Everything he's done in Hollywood has kind of tanked. He's had the opposite career with Karen Gillan. She's just done everything she's done has done very well, right? She's very good, Karen Gillan. I would say who's the bigger star now, Matt Smith or Karen Gillan? Probably Karen. I mean, they're about equal, probably. The thing is, I think Matt Smith is still viewed as massive untapped potential, right? I think they still see, like they're just waiting for him to find the right role again. Like, what would be the right role for him, though? That's a good question. Let's keep he's still talking.
But, the Doctor's the Doctor. Unbeatable. The greatest part on the planet.
I was so hoping you'd say that. That's so lovely.
Right. Oh, Matt, we love you, mate. Matt, we do love you. And I think that was something that was fantastic about his Doctor. We had David Tennant's Doctor, who was just full of love for a part, but it was love for the part that came from that he grew up with, right? It wasn't. This was a lifelong thing. But Matt Smith's love of the part was different, right? Matt Smith's love of the part was. He came to it as an adult, really, and he came to it as an adult, and he really analyzed it, and he thought, my God, he basically had the same experience as Sylvester McCoy, right? Sylvester McCoy just came to, he didn't realize what he had. I still want Matt Smith's Star Wars film that has been locked away. Well, I thought Matt Smith was in Rise of Skywalker, whatever bullshit they called it. Oh, come on! The internet's not opening up. Come on! I want to read the Karen Gillan article, right? There you go. It's just opening up. Fine. Share screen. But yeah, Sylvester McCoy, he basically, him and Andrew Cartmel at the same time worked out what a huge thing that Doctor Who was, and it's really, and their like fresh discovery of it was very. It was very exciting, right? It added a lot of like, what's the word I'm going to say? Gus said, "Oh, my internet's." There you go. That just picked up again. There you go. So it added a new energy to it. Okay. Karen Gillan would be really interested in a Doctor Who return with the right co-stars. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Karen Gillan sat down with Wired for an installment of the ever popular autocomplete interview series, and in the midst of answering a slew of the most Googled questions about her life and career, things inevitably turned to Doctor Who. Unsurprisingly, quite a few people have Googled whether or not Karen Gillan would ever consider returning to the franchise. And it turns out that turns out she has a very hopeful answer. Never say never, says Karen. If I was asked, I would really be interested and keen. It would be really amazing. I'd like to do a Matt Smith and Arthur Darville. Oh, yeah, yes. Again, they're a great TARDIS team. They're a great TARDIS crew. Oh yeah, I love this whole era. I just love this era because it's awesome, right? We didn't realize how good we had it. She briefly returned in the final story for the 11th Doctor in 2013 special, The Time of the Doctor. Yeah. Oh boy, they're both wearing wigs. I was crying buckets. So it's 2013. So she was 21 years old. So it was my big break in her career. Yeah, it was, and she was she got it at the right time. The Matt Smith years was the right time because that's when it was on Netflix in America, and she just became huge. Dick Sargent says she's so hot. She just doesn't do it for me, right? Just does not do it for me, right? Let me just look at see if someone comes up in the Google search again. Karen Gillan. I'll show you the things I rejected for the here. I did Karen Gillan white background, right? White back. Oh no, sexy Karen Gillan. That's it. Sexy Karen Gillan white back. Sexy Karen Gillan white background. Where is it? White background. White background. Right. That was the one. I was like, oh, well, we should do something like this. Like, these are all Photoshop, right? I'm assuming they're Photoshop. Well, that one looks awfully real. But yeah, that was going to be on the thumbnail. I decided against it. I decided against it. Please don't hold it against it. But there you go. There you go. I like you to see the work in progress. Right? So we talked about Matt Smith. We talked about Aaron. We talked about the Oscars. Slap happy Oscars. They're talking about it a lot on Bounding in the Comics, right? A lot. But honestly, it's yes, society is falling apart. Yes, their society is falling apart. That's going on. So what's the other great sign? Great sign that society is falling apart. I will tell you what another great sign is. It can only be. Da, 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 no, it's the wrong one I'm showing now. Let me go. We'll try that again. Share slides. Guess it's this one then. Yes, da 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 da. If only it was that good. Right. So yeah, listen. It's funny. It's funny. They heard all the criticisms from season one, right? And they earnestly tried to fix them. They did their best, right? They did their best. But here's the thing. They really are not very good writers, and they want to be talking about dystopian futures, right? That's all they really want to do. Right, and if they're not able to talk about dystopian futures, they can't do anything else. That's basically it. So now add into that, they're all in Hollywood. They're all freaking insane, right? They're all completely out their bloody minds right now, and they have been for quite some time. You have all their insanity built in as well. So you have this lack of talent. And this, we saw the insanity, the don't say gay bill. Nothing of the kind. It's don't prepare kids to be raped bill, right? I mean, I think that seems reasonable, right? I think it's reasonable not to be grooming children to have sex with them. That's just me for you. Call me a traditionalist, if you will. But that's just where it is. So they try their best. And they fail. Oh, do they fail? They fail very badly. So if we start off, we go through this like this countryside till we get to La Serena, right? And why? Okay, we're in an alternate universe now. We're in the Mirror universe. We're just not calling it the Mirror universe. We're in a Mirror universe now. But we're not. We're in an alternate timeline. Why do they have La Serena? Right? Why? And why can't we have the bloody Stargazer again? Why can't they be in Starfleet? Because they can't do it. So I have no idea where La Serena is right now. It's like somewhere in a forest. That was a plot point we saw. We're going to go back to it, right? But that was a plot point. So they found out from the Bull Queen the Watcher's coordinates. So they're trying to get in contact with anybody, and they can't. And this is meanwhile they go to the clinic where Rios was, Rafi and 709, and like this is such bullshit. I'm sorry. There is no border security whatsoever. This Star Trek immigration is stupid. Much like all of Star Trek, right? Star Trek immigration is stupid. There is no force looking to like just throw evil people. No, again, it's like really you conflate these insane things. It's the at least it says it crash landed in the Chateau Picard. Yeah, I didn't realize that till later in the episode. It was just bad storytelling, right? So, yeah, I understand, but starting with it's just dumb, and it's not based in reality. There are not these. Listen, we're talking about stopping child trafficking, but no, more child. It's amazing. All these leftists, all roads leads to a kid's ass, doesn't it? It's like everything. Oh yeah, all roads leads to a kid sucking your cock. It's crazy. I mean, I don't know what's up with these people. They're weirdos. But everything, economic policy, let's make everybody bankrupt so we can then screw their children. Really? Why'd you go to that? Let's teach kids that it's okay to suck dicks. What? Yes, stunning and brave. Really? Why? No, because maybe they'll suck ours. Yes, I know that's what you want. Immigration policy. Oh, let's just ship lots of unaccompanied children all across the country very, very mysteriously in the middle of the night. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine out. I mean, like the stuff that's going on is insane. I mean, the stuff we know about, let alone the stuff we don't know about. So anyway, we're in this idiot idea that we're in like this dystopian world, right? Because they're talking about right now. And no. This is not, I don't believe this, I'm sorry, this is propaganda. This is no different from the National Socialist in Germany propaganda. And this is how propaganda works. You show people, you don't say it, you show it, right? You show it. And they're showing, look, they just left all the records on the floor. They're evil. We hate the brown people. We hate them. We hate nobody. No, you're just a moron, right? You're just a moron. Yeah, they're like, what do you expect from ICE? They better go quick before he's, you never see him again because it's not fair. Because it's, they need to go somewhere because it's going to get cold at this night. Now I realize they're in a different country, right? Because they got to fix the self-repair, they fix the heaters, right? So they got to go somewhere else. Gerard is like, no, we got to go. So they leave, and they just leave the Bull Queen, right? And now, without seeing them trek anywhere, they're suddenly in Chateau Picard. I'm like, oh, so they crash landed the other week in France. I didn't know that, right? And again, they say, oh yeah, no, they're in La Serena. I forgot about it. They're in La Serena, but but it's a different one with a convenient cloaking device put in. Like it's so stupid. They're like, oh, okay, because we got to make it safe so nobody finds it. But again, they're leaving the Bull Queen. The Bull Queen, and she's not like it's not like she doesn't have a form for unassimilating people, right? We're not assimilating civilizations. This is so dumb. But anyway, they just wanted to go to Chateau Picard. It's dumb that they're in Chateau Picard. It makes no sense. So they also wanted it to be a post-apocalyptic wreck Chateau Picard because they had to leave during World War II because they were fighting the occupation, right? They fight the occupation, and they went to resettle in France, in England, explaining why it's an English accent. I hate it. Leave me alone. So then we have another flashback to young Picard. I remember now. And he's So he found a young Picard, and he's seeing himself, and he sees his nutty mother, blah! And then you get to see flashes of stuff, you know, oh, so what's happening? Here's a rock. Oh, no. And somebody's stealing her. So, I mean, who is it? Is it Picard? It's like timed into, it's some timey-wimey shit timed in. And he shatters the observatory, and then he's like, no, Picard, help. Maybe it's the Borg. Who knows? Who cares? Who cares? But it's so what's the word? Cliched, right? So to calm him down, she says, "Play a song," and they played the song from Inception. The dun, 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 dun. It's just stupid. Oh God, it's stupid. And so he's looking at he's back in the past. And he's made a fire, and they're all getting cozy wozy, and they talk bollocks. He points out she keeps picking out things on number 15 on it, so he thinks, oh, history's going to be changed on April 15th, 2024, in 3 days' time. Dun dun dun. And Jory says, oh yeah, that's you're a regular Dixon Hill. I was like. It actually makes it more annoying that they name check real Star Trek in this episode because of what was coming, which is really I think this was really like a Game of Thrones moment for a lot of people. So then we have the titles. Now we're back in LA, and again this is weird, right? Because we have this bus scene, right, which is clearly referencing Star Trek 4, which I have done more than once so far this season, right? And the reference has been quite nice. So it's the same guy, isn't it, from Star Trek 4? Isn't it? It's exactly the same guy doing the same thing. And she said, turn it off. And he's like, yeah, okay then. Okay. That's just whatever. And then they go back to the ship. They go back to the ship to check on the Borg Queen, and so Picard can go to the coordinates. They beam him over there, and then you have this thing going on with Gerard and the Borg Queen. By the way, okay, so the first episode, which was good. This is shit. First episode had the Borg Queen, a new Borg Queen, when you couldn't see her face, and she was like different, more conciliatory. They weren't killing people. It's clearly Girardi and Borg Queen have merged, okay? It's clearly that's what's going to happen, right? Who doesn't see this coming? So Picard beams some coordinates, and I don't know why he doesn't know this isn't the coordinate. Like, can't he see where the coordinates are? Like, doesn't he have Google Maps, right? And he beams the coordinates, and oh, look, he's in the same street he was, Ford Avenue, and the 10 bar. So they made 10 Ford. So she named 10 Ford after this rather than the other way around. That's just annoying, okay? And he's like, yes, we're going to see Guinan. So he goes in to see Guinan. And then this young Guinan comes out. But it can't be young Guinan because we've all seen Time's Arrow. Time's Arrow is what season 5 season finale. They go back in time to the 19th century. They meet Mark Twain and Whoopi Goldberg, who looked older than that there. I mean, like, this is just a break of canon, right? It's a total break of canon. In fact, I think Variety talks about it. There's an interview here. Let's go look at that. Variety.com. But it's, I mean, like, I like, why reference Star Trek 4 and have all this stuff you're referencing, and then just don't give a shit about really major bits in canon? I don't understand. Why care about the other stuff and not this, right? I mean, I'm happy for anything that separates this abomination from Star Trek in any way possible. So for me, this works, okay? I'm quite happy about this. So he talks to her, he says, oh, it's okay, and she doesn't want to know. And he says, listen, I know you're an Elorian, and he'll race of listeners, right? And then, so he starts trying to talk around, But she's not interested. I'm leaving. I'm like, what's going on with you? He says, I'm not. Pulls a gun on him, much like Gillan would do again. But so meanwhile, Seven and Rafi goes to the LAPD to try and find Rios, and they're not very helpful, and they're mean and nasty, and they don't like brown people, even though they're brown people. They're all just mean and nasty. And then this kindly black man tells them, "Oh, he's over at ICE, a different facility. You better get there quick if you want to save him. If you ever want to see him again." Because they just throw them into blenders. That's what happens to any Hispanic person. Okay, I want to be clear. People generally deported are mostly from the gang wars going on over there, aren't they? The cartel wars going on. Who are like, why is the murder rate so massively up in the last 14 months in Texas? Why? Because Biden lets everybody in, right? Defund the police. And so this doesn't happen so much because you defunded the police, you idiot morons. Here, 1 second. So they meanwhile in the evil detention center, who built the cages, Joe? Who built those cages? Do you remember who built those cages? And who are operating those cages? Who are operating them now? Oh, it's you! That doing Trump, isn't it? What honestly, them getting their way is the worst thing that could have possibly happened. You remember I used to say the worst thing that could happen for Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who is the making them and airing it. I think I've been proved right in that. 2 million live viewer. That's pretty bad, isn't it? That's pretty bad. What is this? This is the immigration cages, right? That they put the poor Hispanic people in. Who they do it because they hate them, because they're white people hate the brown people. And you get boy, he says, and he's like, like what's going on? And he starts pushing somebody around them. Rios gets himself tased, and they're like, oh no, let me go, no, poor Rios. Oh. And the doctor's like, why would you do that, Ese? Why would you do that? You're gonna get. This is what's going to happen here. They don't treat us like people. It's really bad. I'm like, this is bullcrap. It really is. This is propaganda. That's the idiotic propaganda, and it's really no different again from that the Third Reich, those naughty National Socialists. One of the first things the naughty National Socialists want to do was they tried to, and they did, they succeeded. They brought in euthanasia for handicapped people, right? Because they weren't Aryan, they were bad look. So so to do it, they had this several movies, but one particularly big one with all the big German stars in it about a woman who gets becomes mentally ill, and she's like how terrible her life is and how she longs to be killed. Right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just crazy. So this is again the concentration camp version of ICE detainees. The guards are inhuman and happy to deport anyone and everyone. No trial, right? Oh, we're so evil. Meanwhile, Gillan talks to Picard and she goes, well, that's strange. My dog likes you. Doesn't normally warm up to people. And honestly, she doesn't strike me as young Whoopi Goldberg either. Okay. So she's Gillan's leaving Earth because we're busy destroying our planet. So we finished lecturing everybody about ICE, and you lied your asses off during it. So now you're on climate change or climate whatever. And why am I going to believe you? Okay, like why am I going to believe any of your idiot propaganda? And why aren't I watching Star Trek? You morons. Don't you remember that first episode? You have spaceships in it and shit and spineration and Star Trek-y stuff, doing Star Trek-y. Why am I watching that, you cunts? That's all I want to see. I just want to see fucking Star Trek. Really? Is that too much of us? Put the sonic badge on, red shorts, and go. It's so easy. Do it. Fans are lining up to do it. No fan films for you. I just want to see the Star Trek. Ah! But no. Let me lecture you a bit. Oh, of course the dog likes me because he knows I'm a friend. I'm not a threat. And So it's they say, no, Earth's gonna go. I'm leaving. And she's giving her dog away. That's how bad it is. Oh no, Guiner's giving her dog away. We're busy destroying our planet. The reason you're living in squalor in LA, in San Francisco, the reason you live in squalor is because of bullshit indoctrination like this. Oh my God. On Crowder, they did a change my mind skit thing they put out today where they had one of these leftist liars who have never had to face any accountability for their lies come and talk to him and just get his ass handed to him over and over and over again in the most humiliating way possible. And he still didn't believe it happened. It's worth seeing. I think the rabbi's broken. Rabbi Rand, set to Rabbi. It is. I just want to see Star Trek. Okay, I don't want to see this shit. I want to see Star Trek. Oh man. So anyway, so then Picard is trying to convince her, and he repeats what she said to him in the future, and it makes her nauseous, makes her throw up. It's something that only Elorians can experience, apparently. I said, oh, okay, I better listen to you. Meanwhile, at the police station, okay, this is like the Red Letter Media suggested, and I agree with them completely. Try and imagine what a Starfleet officer would do in any of these situations, right? It's always the opposite of what these people are doing. So they leave the police station. They're all mad and pissed off, and Raph is super angry, and I'm just mad. I want to hurt people. Yeah, like again. Don't you remember, like when people would be killed in Star Trek and they keep working? It's because they're Starfleet, right? That's what Starfleet was. No, Raffi storms out. Oh, I can't stand it. All these people. I said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to steal this. I'm going to break into this car. And like, you're going to break into the car in the police station next to the people who are actually employed to arrest you for doing that. You go and bring in police cars. And yeah, that's the plan. And says, oh, look, I have a phaser. I know we said we wouldn't bring one, but oops. I don't care about any rule because I'm nothing to do with Star Trek or Starfleet, right? So she's phased into the car, right? And then she breaks into the computer using her tricorder. Looks like an old phone. She could have used that to open the car door, right? And they actually say that. So she says, yeah, I don't care. This is more satisfying. She could have used that to hack into the system. They're trying to find out where Reyes is. She could have used that hack into their system. No. Again, this is Starfleet. Really? Starfleet, like, this would not happen, okay? So then she, like, starts looking up. Okay, and it gets really stupid. So it's okay, I can find it because all the 20th century systems are integrated. No, they're not. In fact, ICE definitely doesn't work with law enforcement. Democrat cities don't let them do it, like San Francisco, LA. They're called sanctuary cities. They actively work against the immigration system. And they say, oh, let me look up all Hispanic males arrested today. Ay, caramba, there's so many. Oh, no. Oh, we're so terrible. Oh, America's terrible. We're terrible. Everyone's terrible. And then a cop comes out. So 709 gets in the car and said, oh, we got to run. Yeah, now we got to go to the next file. I think this is it. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, this is it. So they get in the car. And they said, 7, you got to drive. I'm like, okay, firstly. So they start having a car chase, right? And they're having a car chase. 709 doesn't know how to drive. It's like, is this a familiar vehicle to her? But no, you got to drive, okay? No problem. But then they call Gerard and tell her, fix the transporters. We got to get emergency beam out. There's a system error. Can't do it. The Bull Queen like says, I'll help you. She needs like a day, right? But the Bull Queen says, you know, I can do it. So no, we got to drive. Okay, run. And they start this car chase, which is just dumb. So this is, again, they were supposed to keep on the DL, right? They're supposed to keep not so. They're stealing a cop car from a police station and driving it recklessly. Yeah, and they're complaining how bad the evil authorities are. Maybe don't break the law. I don't know what to tell you. So they start a car chase, and again, how does Seven know how to do this? Right? Can you drive a buggy? Can you drive something from 200 years ago? I don't think you can. It's stupid, right? But no, it's going great. Drive. So there, that the chase goes on, and it's just dumb, right? It's just dumb. And the Bull Queen's like saying, I might be able to help you out. If we maybe we can work out a deal. Meanwhile, over at 10 Forward, Picard's trying to convince us, don't leave, you're going to regret it. You know, humans are coming better. You just got to give us time. And she says, time is a luxury that somebody has if they time is only a luxury somebody has if they look like you, not like me. I mean, like, really, why do you think we live in this racist country? We don't, right? Yes, you will find that if you recklessly break the law over and over and over again, you will, it doesn't matter that Seven Lives White, she will be arrested, okay? Is that because I hate women? It's because I hate women. That's all it is. Again, but they're looking at this devastation from the caused by the politics she's espousing. It's so annoying. It's so stupid. It's so delusional. And it's so indicative of what's happening today, right? It's so indicative. This will be an important time capsule for how this crazy time happened, assuming anything survives from this time, right? So now Rios and the Doctor talk about getting herself through med school and setting up a clinic because people don't want to go to the hospital because they'll just be picked up and beaten by the ice and thrown into the spice mines of Kettle, smashed into who knows what, or something. I don't know. So evil white man comes and lets Doctor go. Says, "Hey, your Uber's ready, waiting for you." So they leave. And then he says, "Listen, what about you? Can I get out of this? Only if you want to tell me your name." So he tells him his whole name. He says, my name's Captain Rios. I'm from the 24th century or wherever he's from. And we're here. This is a bad time zone we're in. It's really bad. But it's hard dealing with everybody being so primitive. And then the guy's like, you're just laughing. You're just making it up. And he leaves. And then more dumb. 7 of 9 and Rafi Karshe. It'll be so much better if it was that. I don't want to watch this shit. I want to watch Star Trek. Again, red shirts, badges. Have things go bing. Doors that go shh, shh. Yeah, that's what I want. I don't want this shit. Oh, and they're like, and like, why? Again, why can't we just make it Star Trek? Have you ever thought of that, you idiot cunts? Have you ever thought of that? No. Can't just make Star Trek. It's that what? We got to subvert expectations. But I'm expecting it to be shit. I guess you subverted it on the first one. I guess that makes this more of a kick in the balls. Right? Basically, yeah. So, car crash. We don't have to drive, but we're driving anyway because it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Meanwhile, the evil Homeland Security bus is being loaded up with illegal immigrants who have transgressed the border. I mean, I've never needed to illegally enter a country. Maybe that's a sign you might be wrong. Like, why are you trying to get in then? So meanwhile, Gerard they're basically about to start tongue kissing. You know it's going to happen sooner or later. I'm kind of fine with that. So they get everything working. And said, listen, this have the whole thing. You are a loner, I'm a loner. We all both are awkward to other people. That's why I created the ball. We are kindred spirits. And they do kind of start to feel like they're connecting. And she said, listen, here's what you get. I will spend time with you. We can be together if you help out. That's what I offer, right? So meanwhile, he's being sent to the jaws of hell. No, and they're driving, and Gerard says, okay, I got it working, but you got to do something you're not going to like. And they go, what? Stop the car. And they stop the car, say, everybody out. And they beam out from the car. And they go, oh, what's going on, dumb police officer? And now they beam them somewhere, I don't know, to get Rios somehow. And the Ball Queen's like, you're welcome. Then Gerard is like a real bitch. She's like, wait, you owe me stuff. And she's like, no, I'm going to turn you off. Okay, so Guinan's getting ready to leave. I don't care, I'm going to leave. And so eventually Picard, who doesn't want to do this so far, tells him his name. He said, I'm Jean-Luc Picard, former Admiral Starfleet. And she's like, oh, shit, really? And so he's a famous person. And there's watchers waiting to find him, right? I said, I'm going to take you to the Watcher. They're peppered across the universe to safeguard certain individuals. I guess you're one of them, even though you're out of time. She'll take Picard to the Watcher because let's just say she's going to want to meet him, right? So this is interesting. So, okay, I'm going to take you to the Watcher. And off they go. Oh, yay, we're going to the Watcher. And said, are you friends? No, she hates me. She said she's going to kill me. So they take him to the park, and they're waiting for the Watcher to show up, and they talk a little bit more. And say, listen, I'm going to go because the Watcher hates me. And this little girl with glowing eyes comes up and says, come with me. And she's like, okay, and I'm going to leave. Bye, catch you later. And she goes with the little girl. And he said, give me your communicator. I said, well, I'm stranded without it. Says, okay, just take the power cell out then. Okay, no power cell for you. So let's just take any vestige of Star Trek away. Then her eyes go normal. She walks away, and the bun vendor, whoever he is, says, go that way. So he keeps going. They tell him to go this way. And then basically this entity keeps jumping in and out of people until he meets her. And I know this is a big deal, and this is something I'm supposed to recognize. I have no clue. Like, who the hell is this? Right? It looks kind of like Deanna Troi, but it's not, right? And so I actually Google who he says, Maris. So I put Star Trek Picard Maris. I got the wrong thing. And it comes out Laris. This is the Irish chick that wanted to shag him in the first episode, and he was too much of a pussy to say yes, right? And she was definitely up for some wild sex. But she was a Romulan at the time. So, that was going to get crazy. So it's Laris, right? But human Laris. And he said, what are you doing here? He said, Laris, what you doing? And they say, come with me. And she makes a box of smoke. And it vanishes and they go away. So this actually kind of strikes me that I bet this seems like similar technology to Gary 7. I bet they're going to tie that in somehow, right? I bet they're going to tie that in. Maybe. It seems like that. Meanwhile, will 2024 revive space exploration? Reads Q as he sees this hot woman walk around, and he's about to change her mood and, I don't know, make her horny or something. I don't know. Maybe I was just horny because I looked at her. I was like, yeah, okay. And he goes, I'm going to get in your head and do something crazy. And he snaps, and nothing happens. Like, nothing happens. His snap doesn't work. And he goes, well, this is disturbing. Again, we can't have fun Q, right? We can't have Q with a mariachi band. Hey, Q's a fun. No. It's got to be dour. Got to be dour Trek. It's like, why? That's just like, why? Why does everything have to be dour Trek, right? I don't understand. It's not even Star Trek. Can we just, again, look at the first episode. You know what Star Trek is. I don't know why you didn't do it. It's a bit weird that you didn't do it, quite frankly. I don't know why they broke canon with Guinan, but they kept cut canon with the punk rock guy from the bus from Star Trek 4. I don't understand this. There's so much I don't understand. What I don't understand is why are we getting another season of this? Why, oh God, why can't you just make Star Trek? I mean, really? How hard is that? You want to make money out of Star Trek. I want to watch Star Trek. It seems to be we have a mutual goal. No, I don't know. One of the mysteries of the world. I think with that, I am going to go and have some dinner. Why is Q old? Because he decided to keep up with Picard. It was kind of that was kind of cute, right? That was kind of cute. Most of this stuff really hasn't been. There you go. With that, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to wish you all a pleasant evening. Dan is on, but my internet is bollocks right now. It won't let me do anything. Dan is on in about half an hour. Go check him out. Always a fun stream. I'm normally there in the chat somewhere. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin. The universe from another planet. Please like.